Hey everybody, Jeff Althaus. I'm an attorney at Althaus Law, and 'tis the season, so Merry Christmas, and we're going to be dropping some Christmas knowledge bombs on you. So our gifts this year are explaining to you the difference between estate planning and real estate law. We get a ton of questions about, do we review real estate contracts for houses? Can we help with a contract to buy some commercial property? Can we review this policy on some land, a title insurance policy, anything like that? Most of that stuff, while it may overlap with estate planning, is actually in a special area of law called real estate law. Estate planning is a completely separate area of law. They overlap, but with estate planning, you're more so protecting your family and your assets while you're here and after you pass away. So wills, trust, powers of attorney, all that type of stuff. Whereas, like we said, real estate law, more so dealing with commercial real estate, residential real estate, and the transactions involved there. Estate planning really just focused on those documents that protect you and your family. So I can talk a little bit more in detail about those. We'll have a different series on estate planning explained for all those different documents. You can check those out right here. But just a general overview of a few of the important ones. You start with the will. That's really just a document that says where you want your stuff to go when you pass away. Then the flip side of that coin is a trust. A trust also says where you want your stuff to go when you pass away. It's just that document makes it a little easier for you to avoid the court process called probate. If you've ever heard of avoiding probate, a trust is a real easy way to do that. Your other documents that you can get into then are your financial and medical powers of attorney. Financial power of attorney just lets you designate someone to make your financial decisions for you if you're unable to. Similarly, a medical power of attorney lets you designate someone to make medical decisions for you if you can't. A living will is related to that medical power of attorney. It's a terrible name for a document. It's not a will at all. It's an advanced directive for medical or surgical treatment. Really, the decision you're making is if you're on life support, and two doctors have said that you don't know you're alive anymore and you never will again and you're not getting better, how long do you want to stay on that life support? That's the only decision you're really making in that living will. We also have HIPAA releases, which many people are familiar with, to give access to medical information, personal property memorandums, memorandi, I should say, which let you decide where you want your personal property to go. So we all have things that are important to us. Personal property memo kind of takes a little section of the will out and lets you say where you want the personal property items to go. So things you can pick up and move around. So the items in your house, stuff like that. And then finally, a declaration for final arrangements. So you get to say how you want to be treated in an end-of-life situation. So do you want to be buried? Do you want to be cremated? Do you want to have a funeral? Do you want to have a memorial service? And all those fun questions we love talking about. And since we probably have talked to no one about those, this document lets you lay that stuff out so people don't have to guess how you want to be treated. The point is, it makes life easier for everyone you leave behind. You get all your stuff where you want it to go, and the state doesn't come in and decide. Merry Christmas. That's the difference between estate planning and real estate law. I hope that helped you out. If you have any questions, feel free to give us a call and check us out. Thanks a lot.